So hey babes, it's your girl, Lovely Sean, and I'm coming to y'all today with a little chit chat video. This chit chat video today is gonna about me surviving abuse, domestic abuse, um addiction, and life. Yeah. Um so to let y'all know a little bit about me, my name is Sean. I'm a 43-year-old mother of three, and I'm a grandmother, and I am a survivor of domestic violence. Yeah. So to let you know a little bit about me, I'm from Lake Charles, born and raised. Been here all my life. I have three beautiful kids. I'm also a grandmother, and I'm a human being just like y'all. Like, yeah, I have feelings, I have emotions, I go through things. I'm ugly in the morning. Um, Sometimes my attitude too, but it's okay. Yeah, and nobody's perfect, and everybody is just here on this earth trying to survive, and that's the best that we can do, and that's all we can do. So, I met my daughter's father when I was like 21 years old, and um, at the time I was real young. My my two sons, their father was incarcerated at the time. So yeah, I was just trying to survive, you know what I'm saying? Heartbroken, wanting to be loved, want to be in love. Because mind you, both of my parents are addicts, and I didn't have the best upbringing. It was hard. There was times where we didn't have a lot. Um, we just didn't. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't getting love at home from nobody. I was like the black sheep. Just coming out of that, just finally in my 40s, coming out of that black sheep stage. But yeah, or maybe I just felt like that. I don't know. You know how they say pretty privilege? Yeah, I didn't have a lot of that. I heard it, but man, ain't nobody gave me that shit. What is that? Uh, yeah. So, when I met him, I needed love, and as people that are narcissists and manipulators, they feed off of people like me. People that need love, people that wasn't treated the best, and yeah, they gravitate to us, they find us, and they latch on, and they don't let go. And that's what he did to me. He found me at a vulnerable stage, and he became my saving grace, right? Let him tell it, I guess. And yeah, um, in the beginning it was beautiful. It was everything I thought I wanted. I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter, and he ended up becoming incarcerated. So boom, another one of my baby daddies that's gone. I only got two, but another one that's gone, and I got to do this shit by myself again. What a life. Um, so yeah, I started doing the best that I could. And I'm not gonna say I was a perfect mother. I was a young mother. I was a broken mother. And I was just doing the best I could. I had help. I had a lot of help. I'm not gonna lie. Thank God for the people that was in my life that helped me with my kids. Yeah, I had a lot of help. And yeah, I was just trying to do the best that I could. As I said, I wasn't a good mother. I wasn't a good girlfriend, obviously, because I kept leaving them when they would go to jail, right? But you left me, so with kids. But I'm the bad guy. But anyway, so when he came home, me leaving him while he was in jail, vulnerable, right? Well, what about me? he made me suffer for that. And when I finally did decide to take him back after other failed previous relationships that didn't work, as I said, he made me suffer for that. He became controlling. He became mean. Mind you, he still did good things, because you realize a narcissist, that's what they do. They do good, they do bad. Right? So, of course, he did good things. Of course, he did nice things. But mind you, like I said, I had a addiction. Now, we're not going to take away from what I did. I did have an addiction, and through my addiction, I did things that wasn't the best. So, yeah, I was steal from people. I would steal from stores. I would sell my body. That's something I'm not proud of. I would just do whatever I needed to do to get high, because that's what we do, right? We try to escape. We want to feel good. And, you know, people give addicts a hard time and say, oh, you just want to be high. Well, in the beginning, yeah, we do just want to be high because it feels good, right? But then after so long, yeah, we ain't feeling good no more. If we even get high, we want to, maybe because we want to escape, but now it's just an endless cycle of I need this every day, all day, 24/7. How can I get this? Yeah, that's what addiction is. It's not a good place to be. It's not fun and games, and it's not what people think, that we just want to be high. No. At that point, being high after a while is what keeps us going, because we really can't function anymore without it, because our body has become used to it. And so we need that. We need it to get up. We need it to go. We need it to talk to you. We needed to deal with you. We needed to deal with us. We needed to walk. We needed to talk. We needed to clean up. We needed to think. Like, we need it. So we think. But anyways, yeah. So I had a real bad addiction, and so I would also fall asleep in my food, fall asleep everywhere, anywhere. He said he used to come home, find me all over the house butt naked. He even said once he seen me outside naked. There was things said about me. And if you would go back and ask people that knew me when I was high and that see me now, they'd be like, yeah, that girl came a long ways. Yeah, she did that. But baby, guess what? I can't do nothing but give all that glory and all that honor to the Most High God, because he was the one that did it, and he was the one that kept me, and he was the one that got me here. But going back to my story, yeah, he made me pay. So he wasn't nice to me. And on top of that, he had a really, 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 really bad sex addiction. And he liked sex. He liked sex from me, whether I wanted it or not. He liked sex from her. He wanted sex from her. And we fought about that constantly fought about that. And that was something that he was never willing to give up, because I had an addiction and he had an addiction. But he never wanted to admit it to mine. He just wanted to beat me up. He never wanted to admit to his. He just wanted to beat me up about mine. And he started telling me that he hated me. He started being mean to me. He would put hands and feet on me if I did something he didn't like. I had to be in the house at a certain time. If it was anything dealing with men or men being there, I couldn't be there. He would call me bitches and hoes, and he just wasn't a nice person to me anymore. And my kids seen things that they shouldn't have seen, and you know, whatever my kid's relationship is with him, that's that. But I do have a daughter with him. But yeah, he just wasn't a nice person. So through him continuously living his life, because mind you, he was older than me, so he had 3, 4, 5, 6 feet ahead of me in the game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was so easy for him to just tell me whatever, and he could think of a lie like that. Oh, it was crazy. So eventually, after all of the drug abuse and the stealing out these people's stores and doing this and doing that, I did eventually get incarcerated. I did my time. I did a year in Tallulah here in Louisiana. I did that year. I came home. I did drugs in jail. I did drugs when I came home for about a year more. And then finally one day, like, I was high and I was just tired. And I just had a real serious talk with God. I was like, look, God, look. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's me and you, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, my kids are grown. My kids are grown. My daughter's about to graduate. That's the last one. I'm like, God, I can't keep doing this. I'm still living with this man, and when I came home to nothing. I didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing before I went to jail. Definitely didn't have nothing when I came home. So I came home. He was living somewhere else. He did do for me while I was incarcerated, but his words were mean to me. But him and my daughter ended up coming get me. And when I came home, I went stay with my brother in a house that was falling apart. But hey, it was us. You know, I was invited. That was family. It was love. It was a bunch of us there living all together. And yeah, so he ended up coming to stay with me, because even though he didn't want me, he still wanted to control me, and he still needed to be up underneath me. So he came live with us there. So it was all of us living in this house, and eventually everybody moved out but me, him, and my mama. And then one day I was just like, yeah, because all we would do was fight and argue, and I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to do this with him. I don't want to do this in life. Yeah, this needs to be over, and it needs to be over now. And I was just like, God, you know what I'm saying, help me figure this out. Like, and he just kept saying, you got to step out on faith, baby girl. You got to step out on faith. You got to be the one to make that leap faith. And mind you, I was lazy. Like, I never worked. I never wanted to work. Anything work-wise that I did, it was because people pushed me or said something. I wouldn't hold a job for long, but a month or two, if that. I didn't want to work. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do? Like, who going to take care of me if I leave this man? Because mind you, a man had taken care of me all my life. But I also took care of myself all my life, because as I told y'all, being that my parents was addicts and didn't take care of me, I left home at like 14, 15 years old, and you know what I'm saying, started figuring it out. But at this point, I'm 40 years old, and men have always taken care of me, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? Like, who's going to do this for me? And he's like, girl, you're going to have to figure it out. But one thing I knew for sure is that I did not want to be with him anymore. So I finally was like, okay, girl, me and you about to do this. So I quit doing the opiates. I quit doing pills, and I quit him. And I'm not going to lie, he didn't take it well. He put his hands on me, but guess what? My son was there, and me and my son jumped on his ass, girl, and we was tearing it down in there. But eventually, yeah, it was over. He left, and so I had to be a big girl. I had to get a job. So I got a job. I got a job at Burger King. I ended up buying this little SUV from him. It was like a 2002. I paid him like $1,500. He let me pay him in some installments, and I ended up buying that truck for myself. And yeah, I started my life, and me and my mama at this time, it started just being me and my mama, and we was living in this condemned trailer house. I mean, that should have been condemned But we was in there, girl. I mean, seen snakes in that house, girl. It was rough. They had holes in the ceilings, like it was raining in the house, like. But me and my mama, we was in there. You know what I'm saying? And it was us in there, and I got me a job at Burger King, like I said. And the first couple of weeks, I was like, wait, I gotta get up every day and do this, like, huh? Are you serious? Like, I gotta get up every day and go to work? That was foreign to me because at first I tried to get on disability because, like, I have some bipolar, depression, anxiety, and all this other stuff. So I was like, yeah, let me get a check. Let me get it. But, you know what I'm saying? God was like, no, girl, you can work. You're an able-bodied person. You got to get up there. You got to get it. So I ended up getting that job, and it started at Burger King. And 3 years later, I am not with that man. We are somewhat friends. I had blocked him for a while because I found out some stuff that happened while we was together, and it broke my heart. Even though we hadn't been together in 3 years, it still broke my heart because I was like, that was a lot of the foundation for what made me spiral sometimes, because it was just a lot. And so we cool now, but to make a long story short, yeah, I left that man. I got up off my ass and I made life happen despite of everything I've been through, despite of everything I've been through. Drugs, abuse in relationships, overdosing from these drugs, having my kids find me dead in the bathtub because I overdosed on drugs, from the abuse from men and the way men treat you and take advantage of you when you are a decent looking woman with a addiction problem, and how these men are just not shit dealing with that, and incarcerations, parents being addicts, not having good relationships with my family. I'm getting back to life. I'm getting back to Sean. I'm getting back to me. I'm becoming a version of myself that I've never thought I could be, and I give all the glory and all the praise to God. And yeah, I'm just here telling my story, just a little raw, and just to let y'all know that if I've been through all this and I'm here today and I'm surviving, and just letting y'all know, babies, that y'all can do it too. Like, there is nothing on God's green earth that you can't do, because like they say, and like he say, if God is for you, baby, who can ever be against you? And I just need y'all to know that y'all are beautiful, that y'all are capable, and that y'all are loved. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, is this me on TV? Y'all, have y'all been watching me in the background? Watch my vlog, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to tell somebody, to tell somebody, to tell somebody. I love y'all.